Okay. Hello. Okay. Hello all. Today we'll discuss about disaster recovery overview. Okay. Disaster recovery overview. Okay. DR disaster recovery overview. Disaster recovery overview. Today we'll discuss about disaster recovery overview. This is disaster recovery overview. By the end of the session, we will able to describe Cyberark PAAM disaster recovery, privileged access management manager disaster recovery. Okay, privileged access management discovery. Okay, recovery solutions configure and test disaster recovery. Okay, under DR architecture and setup and vault failover, component failover and return to primary site. Okay, and this is the architecture of the CyberArk DR Vault. This is okay. DR Vault standard alone and cluster is there. Cluster is based with extra software component installed. The DR service. One is PSM and PWA should be deployed to the DR and to provide access to the user event for a disaster. We can see. We will see. Don't worry about that. Okay. CPM should never configure for automatic failover. Okay. CPM could not automatic failover. Okay, manual must and should be manual. Okay, DR in the DR PBWA PSM it will connect. Okay, see this is the primary vault replication of the DR. Suppose okay now suppose DR setup and overview. Okay, wait, I will zoom it. Okay, so now DR setup and overview. Now in the DR the DR in the DR primary vault is down 5 times to retry the retry to connect the primary vault. Primary after 5 times DR vault is enabled enabled. Okay, in the DR PADR dot PADR dot ini. In this we can add DR IP address 192.168.0.186. By default 192.168.168.0.183 is there, comma 192.168.0.186. You can add this. Okay, I will show you in the documentation. Okay, I will show you in the documentation. Okay, this is DR user is created automatically. By default DR user is disabled. By default DR user is disabled. We will enable in the user in primary vault login PVWA using below URL https pvwa slash password vault slash v10 password v10. We can use this URL to connect user. After this, go to the tools, and click administration tools. Under this, users and groups, click this dr user, click enable. Okay, this check the checkbox, and okay, here enabled the dr user. I will show you, don't worry. In the dr user, for dr setup purpose, server RLS, client RLS, okay, client RLS, and copy of demo and operation operator. Some files are there. I will show you. Don't worry about that. After that, dr setup files required. Okay, this is the thing need to there mandatory. This is a need to be mandatory thing. After this, okay, this is mandatory. If any issues, please reach out to my mail ID. I will send my mail ID. Okay, this is mail ID. If any issues, reach out to my mail ID. itmiddlewaretechnologies.com, or you can use info at the rate it info at the rate middleware tech dot online. You can reach out to these two mail IDs. Okay, okay, any concerns we will suggest it. Okay, this is the two mail IDs. Okay, and the last this one will active until next month. After that, I will give you another mail ID for this. After this, info at the rate it middleware technologies.com. This is the mail ID. This is the mail ID I am taking after this. This will active next month. Next month onwards. Okay, info at the rate itmiddlewaretechnologies.com. This is my two mail IDs. You can send your suggestions and all the things. Any guidance, we will guide these three mail IDs. Okay. After this, go to this. This is the DR service authentication to primary vault. Credentials of the DR user, replicated data from the primary vault. See, DR user internally connected, we can use in the DR internally. In the DR internally, we can point out to the vault in the, that is nothing in the vault. we can give IP address 192.168.0.183. This is pointing to vault address. Okay, replica. This is replica to DR. Replica to DR. Okay. See authentication. Once a DR service, all the other things. Okay, we can enable the DR user. Then we can log in. This is the DR user. How to enable the DR user? See, this is the DR. Backup all the sites and all the things. Cyberark Vault Disaster Recovery is the main component in the services folder, and built DR use this permission by default. Okay. After this, in the past, replication password was done based on the internal defined DR configuration file. Version 9.3 in the DR replication process was enhanced. In the version 9.3, we are using 12.0. Okay, version 9.3 onwards, their default DR replication process and password is enhanced and improvement consistency between production and DR sites. Current password to DR site now done instantly, parallelly, recording, replication, and all the things. Okay. Now replication mechanism where password will default is created, pushed. Okay. I will show you this. This is database synchronization under near real-time scenarios. See, database we are using by default Vault by creating the default MySQL database is there in the default MySQL database. We are using 3306 MySQL database. 3306 is by default database port number. Okay, and other databases are SQL Server 1433 is there. Okay, Oracle Oracle 1521. Okay, Cyberark port 1858. Okay, RDP port number 3308. Sorry, 3398 is the port number of RDP port number. Okay, RDP port number, and SSH 22 is the port number SSH. This is the port numbers you can concentrated in this class. Okay, after the setup of the disaster recovery, see, this is the main configuration file. See, padr.ini is the most configuration file. I already told you. This is, see, padr.ini is there in the dr. padr.ini is there in the padr.ini folder. In this, enable db sync is equal to yes. Okay. In this, replication intervals and failover mode is no. Replicate interval 3600. Okay, replication intervals 300. Access vault for inactive is equal to yes. Okay, access vault. This is the thing happened. Okay, in failover automatic or manual. Okay, the DR service first sync the information is the database information save data files. Okay, after this replicate intervals we concentrate in 3600 seconds by default or 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. Okay, vault failover controls. See clearly in this padr.ini folder where it is located means where it is located in this C folder under this C folder and the users slash administration administrator under the administrator under this, or we can use in the C folder and program files x86 in the x86 there is Cyberark folder is there. In the Cyberark folder there is config config is there, small letters. Okay, I am thinking here I will write Cyberark or a private arc is there. You can use here a private arc is there. In the private arc, config is there. In the config, there is padr.ini folder is there. Configuration file is there. We can double click and open this. It will comes like this. And see private arc and the padr and a config and user.ini and a pa like this. It will there. In the failover and all the things active manual is no. Disable auto failover is no. You can set in the dr. Auto manual failover to yes. Active manual failover. Once dr vault is not connecting 5 times, it will automatically dr is enabled automatically. This is connection fails. See, vault transaction is failed. This is the timeout has expired, and communication error means vault is down. So dr is active. Okay, starting the vault service. Failover is completed. PIDR service is shutting down. Data recovery service is terminated. Stop disaster recovery service. Okay. Component failover controls. Failover controls. See, this is the address. See, we can add address like this. In the vault.ini is there. In the vault.ini. In the vault.ini, we can use address of the dr vault, comma disaster recovery address, comma dr vault IP address. We can mention in the vault.ini folder. This will be under. This will be under. This is dr machine. This is dr machine. Okay. We are using vault machine. Vault machine. Say users also not there. Okay. Users also not there. Okay. Remove this. Same thing. In the private arc here slash padr is there. Okay. Here also same, but small change. Small change. This is vault automation. In this here, vault is there. In the vault, there is vault.ini is there. In the vault.ini, we can add address is equal to dr address, comma dr address, comma vault address. Vault address. By using this, retry 5 times in 5 times to connect 5 times to connect vault vault user. So in this point of time, retry or not able to connect dr vault is active. By using this dr address and vault address. Okay, by using this, okay, after 3600 seconds, we can enable the dr automatically. Okay, like this. See, vault distribution name, PK authentication. Okay, and certificate and integration purpose we are using. That's PK. PK team is separate team. We can use it certificate renewal purpose. We are using this. CPM should never be configure automatic failover. Use manual. Okay. Split brain occurs when password is vault and dr vault are out of sync. Say both are replication. Primary vault and dr both are replication. Okay. Whatever you do automatically replicate to dr servers. Okay, CPM failover must have should be manual process. Okay, central policy manager CPM means This is what is the CPM? Somebody asking this. CPM, central central policy manager, central policy manager. Okay, here, okay, PSM. What is the actual things goes here? User connect to the site, connect any site. Request will forward to PVWA. Okay, in the PVWA internally gateway is there. Gateway connecting to vault. Okay, after this fetch the user credentials to connect PSM connect user by using this login PSM server okay, PSM server privilege session manager. Okay, login PSM server and record record the record the record the record the session and store it store at the vault. Okay, vault for access for those records we will access. We are not accessing auditors accessing accessing auditors, management users, auditor and management users. Okay, auditor and management users and Cyberark admins. Okay, Cyberark admins. These are the people's. You can log in the cyber in the there is a PVWA in the vault. You can record the session and other things. SIEM means incident event monitoring management is there. Okay, system information event monitoring, incident monitoring is there. Okay, for monitoring purpose. Okay, DNS load balancer. Okay, say how DNS load balancer is occurs in the in the real time. User connect to the vault. User connecting to the load balancer. User connecting to the vault. Okay, in the vault. See, load balancer to vault under central policy manager and record the session. And after record the session, these are the things. Okay, see, DR. So possible to approach avoiding split brain to use DNS alias for vault to control which vault is used by component. Okay, so in this load balancer, what is the load balancer do? What is the load balancer do in this situation? Which component request is forwarding? Those component is active or not? Verifying. That is nothing but health check. That is nothing but health check of the components. Okay, if any component, oh wait, if any component is inactive, request will goes to active components IBM, WebSphere, WebLogic, IBM, WebSphere, WebLogic, Apache, Apache, etc. Same thing happens. Okay, same thing happens. So like this happens in the real time scenarios. Okay, vault alias DNS alias will be set in the vault.ini. Okay, return to the primary site. See in the vault, load balancer and PSM other things. Okay, should be replicated back to the primary vault for bringing back to online. Okay, this is failover mode is none. Okay, restart the DR services. PDR. Okay, this is the summary of the summary. This is okay. After this, common errors are there in the CyberArk. What is the common errors? User authentication, component connectivity fault, automatic password management CPM launching like that. Okay. See, password user is fault, LDAP authentication. See, user bill station is suspended, trusted net see bill and trusted net alias and check period user lockout period in minutes 5. Okay, component connectivity issues. See PWA, you can enable IP address, suspend user password manager. See CPM central policy manager and stop. Okay, user can see this is the user. Okay, we can update the password and suspended active. Okay, and click active to unsuspend users. And this is create a cred file.exe. Okay, central policy manager start after the utility director the services vault. Okay, this is the common issues. Minimum password age 1 day. Okay, these are the main issues. And understanding the problem of the PSM and RDP connection for troubleshooting purpose. Okay, and hanging all the things you also knows. Yellow remote connection and DSL. Okay, this he knows. Okay, okay. Summary. Now we can configure DR environment. Now we're connecting DR. Now this is DR, right? Can verify the Vault login, no issues. DR, you can verify DR. I am opening the shared drive. I am opening the shared drive. Okay. In the shared drive, this is shared drive is there. If you're not there, you can install here. Go to here, reinstall. It will shows. Okay. In the DR, there is Cyberark software folder is there. In the Cyberark software folder, this is in this can use client RLS. Okay, server RLS. Or we can use here. No. Server RLS. Copy demo master. Copy demo operator keys. Okay. Disaster recovery. Okay, disaster recovery. So these files required. And .NET framework for 4.8 not required. If installed, no issues reporting. So I am extracting the files. So after this, we can use a license there here. This is here. So we can here we need a net connection in this site. So settings. We can connect here, add a new network and a network adapter and a finish. Can use bridged. Okay. Okay. 0. After this, license will move to this. Net is enabled. Okay, no issues reported. And client RLS also we can unzip. Okay. Yes. After this, copy demo master keys. Extract all. Copy demo operator keys. Copy demo operator key. Extract from there. Wait 1 minute. I will connect the charger. 1 minute. I will connect the charger. Now extract all. So everything is complete. Now we are doing client server RLS like same as Vault. Okay. In the setup, right click on the setup and run as administrator. Run as administrator mode and click next. License agreement as you can use Cyberark, same as a vault. Okay, and we can use standard alone and Cyberark. See, private arc, in the private arc, vault is creating here, saves license key. License key not there, so in this we can use browser, say drive, or we can use desktop. In the desktop, there is server orderless is there. This is administrator. After this is go to this destination and data desktop and copy of demos master keys. See, this file is there. Okay, recovery public key. Okay, for recovery public key, we can use the here skip. We can put no issues distributor. What no issues? Do not hot. We can use administration tools, whatever it is. By default, accessibility. I am using same as the vault. Okay. Next, we are using client machine, client RLS, server RLS, DR. Okay. We can ping. Ping is working or not. We can verify ping 192.168.0.183. Yes, ping is working. No issues reported. See, vault to database by using MySQL database. 3306 is the port number. Okay, performing requested operations. This is master password as vault database. Okay, same thing. I am giving same thing. Next, Yes, I will use a restart. Okay. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay. Now, wait, send the control alt delete. Wait, it will comes. PVW, DR, PSM, all are active. Okay. Okay, now we are using client RLS. Go to the client, right click on the setup file, administration. Next, next elevator. Select the private arc. Okay. Okay. Here 192.168.0.186. My DR user. DR is, what is DR IP address? This is the Ethernet. One 186. Now this is a server name. We can use DR 192.168.0.186, and we can use DR default user, no issues reported. Okay, after this we will configure DR environment. Five minutes. VM. Okay, now private arc, we can stop this, otherwise while configuring DR it will maybe up error throws. So this will setting down. Okay, after this we can configure DR environment. Extract to DR. I forgot to extract my DR. Right click in the DR, run as administrator, privileged access security, as we are using 12.0 version. Okay, 9.3 onwards enhanced password enhancement is available. Okay, already seen in the documentation. Okay, this is address of the vault. 1888 is the port number. Please remember this. We need to change the IP address for this. In the vault, we need IP address and PIDR. We can need to add the IP address. In the vault, we are using DR IP address. In the PIDR, we can use vault IP address. Okay, add vault IP address for replica purpose. In the vault, add DR IP address. After this, we can active PVWA. In the PVWA, we can log in the PVWA. We can enable the disaster recovery user. Where like restart? In this PBW only, we can enable the DR user. Okay. Where login? I am not able to. I am not login. Vault. I will you 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. Vault. Okay. Only three attempts only, otherwise password will be locked. This is the version 12.0.0.0. Where login? I am not able to log in. I already stopped it, but why it shows already login? Only one time. Yeah. I will restart. Okay. In this, I will show you here. Go to Internet Explorer, go to C folder, and CyberArk vault. This is the vault file. Okay. In this, you can add comma 192.168.0.186. Okay. Save changes. Okay. After this, in the DR, go to C. You can use like this, okay? I will enable next class. I forgot the username. I will recover it. Program files, private arc, PIDR, private arc disaster recovery. In this configurations, this PIDR.ini is there, okay? This you can verify this and enable all the things, okay? Enable replica yes or no, okay? And a vault 192.168.0.186. This is the vault. This is the DR IP address. Replica. In the logs, we can see about PIDR, private arc disaster recovery, successfully connecting to database, and the replica is sorted, okay? Replica system, okay? Replica attempt to test connection availability fail, what, okay? Meta replica is running successfully, okay? Tomorrow's we will see how to enable a DR user in the PVWA. I forgot the password. I will recover it. Okay. After that, I will look this. Okay, we will recover the password. Okay, no issues. I will to after this. We can go to the users in the trusted. We can use go to the tools administrator user. Here go here users and groups are enabled. Okay, in the users and groups you can enable the disaster recovery user. Okay, tomorrow's we will see that how to enable DR user. Okay, this is the installation part and the connecting replica and all the things. Thank you for watching. Please share to channel to your friends and family members. Okay.